Hello and welcome to the InFocus series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu and today's session is about Nobel Prize in Economics 2024, and this session is important for your GS2 as well as GS3 perspective. You may wonder that why this session is important for GS2, because this topic and the theme is related to society also and social institution. So that's why the socio-economic topic is very much important for your GS2 as well as 3 perspective. Moving towards the points of discussion part. So first of all, we are going to discuss the news, then we are going to discuss the topic, and we are going to briefly talk about the theme. Then we are going to discuss about the history of Nobel Prize, and then we are going to discuss about practice question for prelims. Before that, you have to like, share and subscribe to the Drishti IAS channel. So before moving to the news part, I have an important announcement for you. As you already know that Drishti IAS has several branches across the nation, and this time we have two ISGS Foundation course, one at Lucknow and second at Karol Bagh, Delhi. And Lucknow batch is going to start by 16th October 8 am and Karol Bagh Delhi batch is going to start by 17th October 8 am. And if you want to know more about this classes, you can call on to the number 8010440440. I'll repeat 8010440440. And if you're staying nearby, you can also visit to the offline centers. So coming to the news part. The news is that the last series of Nobel Prizes, Economic Sciences, has been released yesterday, and we can see the name of 3 Nobel laureates. And what are their names? So their name is Daron Acemoglu, Simon Johnson and James A. Robinson. So these 3 people have got Nobel Prize in Economic Sciences. And what was the theme for this year? So the theme is for studies of how institutions are formed and affect prosperity. And here they are talking about the social political institutions and economic institutions and how they are cumulatively impacting the prosperity of the nation. So this is the news which we are going to discuss in today's session. Coming to the elaboration of the theme, that what does this theme mean? So according to the research, what we got to know about these laureates, that Acemoglu and Johnson's work at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, and Robinson's conducts his research at the University of Chicago. And they together had found that societies who have a poor rule of law and institutions and who exploits their population have a have a very poor performance in terms of prosperity. It means that there should be the equilibrium of the happiness of the population. There should be the equilibrium of the good laws and institution. It means that here they are focusing on the economic social policies of the nation, and if any countries have a good social policies, economic policies, and if that will reflect into the lives of the population, and if lives of the population are happy, cheerful, and they are living their life content, in that condition there are high chances that the nation will have more prosperity. They had also discussed about the economic gap between different nations. Few nations have so much of economic empowerment, but few countries still are so much backward and they are still a part of third world countries. It means they are socially and economically backward. And the reason behind all these things are the social institutions and poor implementation of law, poor designing of the policies. So together, if we will be able to improve on all these points, there are high chances that the economic prosperity will also prevail in one nation. Also, there are chances of the democratic nation for more economic prosperity and growth, because democratic system and democratic form of law and democratic form of policies gives more freedom, more liberty to its population, and where there are less chances of exploitation of the population. And in that condition, we can see that the population and the nation is prospering, and they are also prospering in economic terms also. So this is the basis and this is the basic theme of this Nobel Prize in Economics. In detail, we are going to cover up in economy this week, this Sunday, but this is the basic theme, and you should know that what is the basic theme of this whole economic Nobel Prize. So you should have this one or two keywords: social institution, prosperity of the nations, and how poor implementation of law is impacting the growth of the nation. So this is the basic idea of this Nobel Prize in Economics. So this is the thing. And then here we come to that how the what we can see, the chairperson of this committee has highlighted that their research has contributed a lot to the roots cause of the problem, that why there is a wide gap between the economic prosperity between nation and economic growth of the nation. We can see that few countries have prospered a lot and few countries are still living into the very miserable condition. They had also highlighted the policy implementation by the colonial laws, because so many countries were a part of a colony and so many colonial powers have ruled on them. So we can see the reflection of all those colonial laws, and that is impacting their economic growth. So here we'll discuss briefly about the prize. So economics prize is formally known as Bank of Sweden Prize in Economic Sciences, and it has been started in the memory of Alfred Nobel, and the central bank established it in 1968 as a memorial to the Nobel and 19th century Swedish businessman. So who was this Alfred Nobel? So Alfred Nobel was the 19th century Swedish businessman and chemist who had invented the dynamite and established the 5 Nobel Prizes. And if we'll discuss about the last year Nobel Prizes in economics, so for 2023, Claudia Goldin has got the Nobel Prize in Economics, and for what purpose she has got? So she has highlighted the women's labor participation and its market outcomes. So these all points are very much important for your prelims examination, and also a basic idea that how social political policies and social political laws are impacting the economic growth of nation. So here these 3 things are so much interlinked, as you already know that so much geopolitical tensions are going around the world. In this condition, it's very important to have an eye on our own economic growth. And if we're still fighting and if we'll not look for the exploitation of our masses, there are high chances that we'll also become a economically low performed countries. So here we'll come to the question part. Who were awarded the 2024 Nobel Prize in Economics? Paul Kurugram, Amartya Sen and Esther Duflo, Daron Acemoglu, Seaman Johnson and James A. Robinson, Milton Friedman, Robert Schiller and Joseph Stiglitz, Kenneth Oro, Angus Dayton and Oliver Hart. So you have to answer this into the comment section, and you have to also prepare this topic for the mains, that how social laws, economic prosperities are interlinked and how social institutions are hampering and impacting the prosperity of nation. This is a very unique concept for your mains examination. So you have to prepare this thing for your mains examination also. That's it for today's session. I hope you like this session. If you have queries related to this session, kindly ask in the comment section. Thank you. Have a nice day.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.